Let's get started. We have an email query that's come in from B. Raman. Now, Raman wants to buy a house in Bengaluru. He had orally agreed last month with the owner to buy it as soon as he gave the documents. Now, he wanted to buy another property after that. Now, he claims that the sale deeds are not registered, as the percentage of registration fee and stamp duty are to be reduced from 8.5% to 4%, and the registration will not be on government value as done now, which I'm assuming is a ready reckoner rate, but will be done on market value. He wants to know if there's any move to prevent resale of property at a higher value than what is registered in the near future. Can such resale at a higher or a lower price be prevented? Vinay?
Well, I don't think there is any move, and the rates that you are saying 8% also don't appear to be correct. It's 5.6 or 5.65 depending on whether it's in the city or the panchayat villages. There is nothing preventing you from registering an agreement at any value. However, if you register your agreement at a value lower than the circle rate or the ready reckoner rate, as it's called in different parts of the country, you will find that you will have to pay tax. The buyer and seller both will have to pay tax on the differential. So it's not advisable. A, because you will be subjected to a scrutiny, and B, you will end up paying tax, interest, and probably penalty. So I would not advise you to do that.
You know, Vinay, I think there is a bit of confusion over here as far as the property registration process itself is concerned. Can you break it down for Raman and for all our viewers?
Sure. See, once you have agreed to buy a property, you need to go down to the sub-registrar's office, the sub-registrar of assurances, and register it under the Indian Registration Act of 1908. Different states may have slightly different processes for registration, because the entire machinery is the state machinery, although Registration Act is a central legislation. So the rates also the states will decide, so there may be a slight variation. For example, Bangalore would have a 1% rate. Maharashtra has a 1% rate, but there's a cap of 30,000 rupees. So there will be these small differences. Having said that, largely the process is the same across the country. For you to acquire title, you need to make sure that you register your agreement. So that is extremely important that you do it as soon as possible, because without that, even if you have paid the money, even if you have taken the possession, and you have a document from the other person saying he's received the money, you still do not get a title until and unless you register.
And registration again has to be done on market value or on the ready reckoner rate. What is considered?
You can do it at either, but as I said, income tax comes into play. And if you have registered at a value lower than the ready reckoner value, you are going to have to pay tax. So
typically, what is followed is registration is done at the
minimum.
Higher of
minimum. Yes,
higher
your agreement value or the reckoner rate, whichever is higher, is what everyone tends to do, and that is what I would advise you to do as well.
Right. So registration, the net, what you need to remember is registering your property is very, very essential. Registering the agreement, that is very essential, because this is the only legal proof that you have that the title of the property is actually in your name. It helps the government to transfer the title from the earlier owner to in your name, that is once you bought the property, which is why you register the agreement, and for that you're paying 1% as the registration fees. So you will have to register your property. Ideally, that's what you should be doing, and you will need to register it at the higher of whatever you paid, either market value or that is the agreement value or the ready reckoner value. You'll need to pay at the higher of the two. So that's something that you need to keep in mind.
You can watch live TV on our website mpnow.in. Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/magicbricksnow. And don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at magicbricksnow. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/magicbricksnow.